Hello everyone. Welcome back to another Magic the Gathering Commander review video. We are talking about our last commander from the Tempest set. This is Vati, il-Dal. And Vati il-Dal is a legendary human warrior. It is a 3/3, and it costs 2 generic mana, 1 black mana, and 1 green mana. And it has this really cool ability that I have used and I love. Tap. Until end of turn, target creature has base power 1 or base toughness 1. And there's a cool ruling with that, which is you don't choose whether to affect the targeted creature's power or toughness until the ability resolves. So, the thing with this is, and the only reason why I'm going to clarify is because I think some people will get confused and be like, hey, I'm going to target your thing and it's going to affect its power right from the get-go. When what you should do is you should be like, hey, I'm going to tap, use this ability, I'm going to target your big creature. And that's it. You're not going to say if you do the power or the toughness. You're just going to pick the target. And then the table can have a chance to respond. For example, maybe someone wants to beef its power up some more and make it +3 +0 or something like that. Or +0 +3. Once those things have resolved, then you can decide to reduce the power or the toughness. It's on the resolution of the ability, not on the declaration of the ability. So that is important to know. Take advantage of that knowledge when you use this commander. And it'll really make your opponents question what they're going to do in response, because they won't be able to predict whether it's the power or the toughness. They're just going to have to act, and then you get to resolve after they act, which is really cool. Now, if you really want to take advantage of this, Tree of Perdition can exchange its toughness with an opponent's life total. So you could immediately take someone down to 1 life with this combo. And that's insane. Really insane. Really powerful. I love it. It's so cool. The deck that I have this commander in, and as I said earlier, I've used this before, I really enjoy it, is a counters deck. Now, for this deck, it is both +1/+1 counters and -1/-1 counters. It's about a 50-50 split, because as I'm increasing my board in power and toughness, I am decreasing my opponent's board, and then I have fun ways to proliferate and have fun with that. The cool thing is you give any one of your opponents a -1/-1 counter on a threat of theirs, then you make it base toughness 1, it will instantly die, be destroyed, go to the graveyard, because it's already got a -1/-1 counter on it with 1 toughness. Really cool synergy. Excuse me. My throat is very dry. I've been talking a lot today doing these recordings. A popular deck idea on EDH Rec is an Infect tribal deck. Mostly, I think, because Infect does deal in the form of poison counters and -1/-1 counters. Like I said earlier, taking advantage of that will immediately get rid of threats on the board through 1 simple attack or block of your creatures. This is a very scary deck idea, though, and we got more poison-friendly cards in all Phyrexia, all is one. Oh, the set just came out just a minute ago, it feels like, but all is one, all for one. What's the name of the set, guys? I don't remember. Oh man, I feel so bad. All is one, I think is what the set was. That's my final answer. Tell me if I won Jeopardy or not. Anyway, -1/-1 counters synergizes with Vati really well. However, I want to see, and I want your guys' input, There's so much love and support for -1/-1 counters, for lowering the creature's toughness to 1, is how most people build around Vati. However, I would love to see a deck that emphasizes around the power reduction of Vati. Things like Drop of Honey, where you can make a really big creature into a 1 power creature so it can get blown up. Blow it up with Balagid Scorpion, which is a common. Imagine how insane that would be if you blew up like, I don't know, Sliver Queen by making its power 1, and then Balagid Scorpion to destroy it. Insane. Get around big pesky blockers by making its power less than Champion of Lamholt's power, which is really cool. I will say one thing before we end the video. Bear in mind, if your opponent is playing with +1/+1 counters themselves, the reduction to 1 power will obviously vary on its effectiveness because they will still get +1/+1 from those counters. So bear that in mind. Ooh, I just hit my microphone. Ooh, I hope that wasn't too loud. Bear that in mind as you play with Vati. The biggest weakness for Vati is going to be +1/+1 counters for sure. Its also biggest weakness is, since you're going to be able to make things very weak very easily by just tapping your commander, you could have a pretty big threat on the board. Comboing with the -1/-1 counters, making it a, tap Timmy Death Touch pretty much for the entire table is very scary, and you will be targeted for it. So be careful of that, but have some fun, plague the board, do some shenanigans with power matters, but reduction of it, I don't know, it'd be crazy. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think, and thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned, because obviously the next video is going to be the set review for Tempest. Very simple, very short. My set reviews are always based on the number of deck ideas that these commanders can do, mostly so we can see what commanders could use some love, could use some support, and obviously what commanders are really popular right now and can go multiple directions. So stay tuned for that, hit the bell to get notified, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!